Hello, and welcome to Storm Tracking Today, where we will be tracking the tropics. In this video, we'll be looking at Hurricane Elsa as well as another possible system right behind it. You are currently looking at the National Hurricane Center's 2-day graphical outlook. Now, Elsa is the only system marked by the National Hurricane Center right here. It has winds of 75 miles per hour or 65 knots, a pressure of 999 millibars, and is moving west-northwest at 31 miles per hour or 27 knots. Here is the cone for Hurricane Elsa. In the next 24 hours, Hispaniola and Jamaica are currently in the crosshairs of Hurricane Elsa and will likely experience squally weather as well as possibly hurricane conditions. After passing over portions of Cuba, Elsa will likely set its eyes on the Big Bend or west coast of Florida. After the next several graphics, I'll show my cone forecast as well as my intensity forecast for Elsa and the next possible system. This chart shows ocean heat content, which is how far down 80-degree waters extend below the surface. Right in this region is where Hurricane Elsa is located, and it is above moderate to high amounts of ocean heat content, and that trend will likely continue as it passes close to the coast of Cuba. As Elsa makes its way into the Gulf of Mexico, it will have lesser amounts of ocean heat content. However, the numbers are still measurable, and therefore it has some ocean heat content to work with. Right here is our other disturbance, which has moderate amounts of ocean heat content to work with currently, and that will likely continue as it treks westward. This chart shows North Atlantic vertical wind shear, and right here is Hurricane Elsa. Since Elsa has been moving so swiftly, it has actually been creating its own wind shear, which has deterred it from further intensifying, and if it does not slow down, it will likely be battling that wind shear throughout its lifespan. Our next possible system is in the southern main development region, right over here, and is currently in low to moderate amounts of vertical wind shear, and if it treks westward, it will possibly encounter a pocket of low wind shear, which could have a good window of development. I am now going to show my intensity forecast for these two systems, followed by the cones of uncertainty. This is intensity guidance for Hurricane Elsa. There are four models shown up there: the HWRF, which is the red line, the green line, which is the GFS, the white line, which is the National Hurricane Center, and the black line, which is my personal forecast. I expect for Elsa to intensify to 80 miles per hour in the next 24 hours or so before weakening due to land interaction with Cuba, Hispaniola, and Jamaica. I believe that Elsa will also have another shot at redeveloping in the Gulf. This is my intensity forecast for our next possible disturbance. I'm giving it a 30% chance of developing into a depression and a 10% chance of developing into a named storm. Here is my forecast track for Hurricane Elsa. Past Cuba, I expect for it to make landfall in the Big Bend region of Florida. However, areas on the west coast of Florida as well as the Panhandle are not completely out of the question, and impacts will also extend inland. Here is my forecast cone for our next possible disturbance. I expect for the system to move in the general direction of the Lesser Antilles and Windward Islands, and even if this remains an open wave and not a depression or a storm, it will still bring impacts because they did just have Hurricane Elsa. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you would like to see more tropical updates like this, hit subscribe and the notification bell so you won't miss out on my future videos. I hope to see you on my next tropical update.